Alright, we got another Dissect song here. But Slap Me, Griz Remix is the title. So let's get cracking into it. It's always good that's what this whole video series is about, is learning to hear more than what you've ever heard before, and hopefully translate that into your movement when you're in the moment, battling or performing, or even when you're in class. Interesting. So bow, the bump down, bow, the dump down, hey. All that's pretty easy to hear. And again, you would just sit there and rewind it and practice it. Like, okay, let me try and it has a funky tone to it. So you try to, this is where you bring out the groove and bring out the funk. I myself lack severely in those two categories. They're like the most important categories. But that's what this is for. Training, understanding more music, and how to relate that to your body. So let's keep going. So right at the end, you have the ambience, like that back, and then you have these drums, gung. So I'm just going to play the end of that 8 count right there. If you listen real quick, you can hear the switch of the So right there to the ra-da-da-da. What I do, just to practice that stuff, is I rewind the song again and I practice different movement to see if I can match my body to what that sounds like. So you have the same pattern that happened initially, or however it goes. I'm probably singing it incorrectly, but you have that bass beat, that original thing that we have, and again you have the simple boom, crack, boom, crack, boom, crack. But now we have an added sound that goes in the and, in between. Play it and listen to it. So it's pretty actually fun to use. If you were to play this song and just kind of let it play, it would probably sound pretty mellow or not a lot going on, right? But all that is, the syncopation is pretty good with it, and how it flows is pretty interesting. So if you can find the right movement to match that, the whole thing can be interesting. I mean, we're only about a minute in and it already went from an intro to a drop, back into a bridge kind of sound. So that's like a tip, that's something that I personally do, is I'll sit there and listen and rewind and count out specifically how many sounds there are, and then I go back and say, okay, there's 3 sounds, but what does each one sound like? Does that third one trail off at the end? Okay, so now I'm gonna know, maybe 2 more staccato-like hits, and then that third one trails off, so I might, something like that. Is what that's what my mind would do. There's always a million. How I like to say it is, there's a million ways to win, right? There's no right way to dance to anything, and there's no necessarily wrong way to do anything. There's just your conviction and your decision. You want to get to a point where you're very intentful in the movement that you're moving to. That way, when you have your intent and it's very clear for you to express, it's going to come across to the audience as that way. The intention's going to come across to them because you've already refined it. You've already decided what it's going to be. People might not like it, people might not whatever, but it's definitely going to come across clear and it's going to get across. People are going to know what it is. But let's get back to the music because that's what it's about. And we'll continue with the song. So you have that back layer, something like that. But now you have his lyrics kind of coming in, and he's just repeating it. And this lyric still gives me trouble to move to because it's like pretty syncopated and it has like weird shifts. But so listen to it real quick and see what pattern you can recognize in the lyric portion. Is going to be something rock, rock, rock. Listen to his lyrics part. You just listen to that, right? Banana, banana. So it sounds like banana, banana rama, banana pajamas. Me, Michael, Mana, pajamas. Anyway, so interesting enough. You know, there's only so much that I want to break down, but if you can listen to it and just that's kind of how it goes. But then you'll hear at the usually see right there, it switched. Rather than going and it went. So I'm gonna play that one more time and see if we can catch it. Kind of repeats, right? The whole song's gonna kind of repeat. It's gonna have that drop, and then it goes back into that groovy funk, kind of lower key part of the song. Right? Right, so everything kind of repeats. Basically, it's one half of the song and then repeated again. So all in all, the song is just super fun. It's not too difficult, but it has a lot of repetition to it, which is what I like for it. For practice purposes, it's super fun to just listen to. It hits hard, but also has like a funk layer, and it has these like intricate kind of sounds to play around with too. So I think it comes with a lot of stuff, a lot of cool stuff to practice with. So again, that's Slap Me Griz remix by Kill Paris. Awesome song. And thanks for watching. Let's dissect the song along. Boom.